So, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, together with...
Donald MacLellan from the Loch Lomond Distillery. Hello.
What a privilege. Very, very good. So, we're here at the Whiskyherbst, the Whiskey Fall in Berlin. It's a annual for the 19th whiskey fair that has been held here. How many times have you been here?
This is my second time here, but I believe it's about 5 or 6 years that it's been here.
Very, very good. So, your entire brand range has changed since then. Would you mind telling us a little bit about your new portfolio?
Certainly. So the distillery itself has been in new ownership for 4 years now. And we've been building the brand and building all of the SKUs, all of the products since then. But it's really been the last 2 years where the company has really stamped its authority on particular strains. 12 years of age, we've got the Loch Lomond, primarily from the pot still. We've got the Inchmurren, 12 years old, much more complex. And then we've got the Inchmurren peated, 12 years old. And these three sisters have really become the pinnacle of our brand going forward.
Now, I'm a dumb American sometimes when I say Inchmurren and Inchmurren. I cannot hear the difference. Didn't the marketing department give you suggestions about that?
And then you go to Russia and it becomes Inchmurren and different things like that. Yeah. Look, however you wish to say it is absolutely fine. Obviously, the language Gaelic is many, many thousands of years old. I believe it to be Inchmurren, but everybody to their own, But the Americans may well be right, Jason.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. Very, very good. Now, in Germany, I actually first bought Loch Lomond at the supermarket.
Oh.
I know, it was a supermarket whiskey. Don't you want to be a supermarket whiskey anymore?
Well, the magical blue tin. I mean, the memory or the nightmare just continues. Look, the previous company had 45 years of ownership. They were a family-owned company. They didn't wish to bottle the product themselves, so they got a German company to actually bottle the single malt here, and the German company put their stamp on the marketing and the packaging, and it was quite bold, dare I say. It was a kind of 1980s kitsch German neon blue tin, so definitely eye-catching. Yes. And if that's the aim of the game, we're still talking about it 4 years later. Unfortunately, even though they were producing fantastic whiskey day in, day out for the last 50 years, maybe they weren't putting so much love into actually the blending and the bottling process. So it was chill filtered, it had caramel in it, it was 40% strength, which takes away a little bit of the heart of the whiskey, and I think they were really blending blind on a piece of paper or maybe a computer. So it wasn't given a lot of love. That product finished about 3 or 4 years ago, and we're now working with the Kammerkirsch company in Germany, and we're doing quite well. It has taken 2 or 3 years, admittedly, for people's memory to fail. Dare I say it, to have that as a benchmark gives us a lot of room for improvement, and it's doing fantastically well. Yeah. What really takes people by surprise, especially in Germany, is that we've got a lot of single casks here, and they're all 12 years through to 17, 18 years. And one gentleman had the misfortune to say to me yesterday, you've had the distillery for 4 years, but you're suddenly producing amazing whiskey. And I said, look at the number, 17-year-old single cask. We've been producing fantastic spirit for ages and ages and ages, and a single cask is the true test of a whiskey. True. There's nowhere to hide. There's no filtration, there's no water added or anything. So having a 21, an 18, a 17 and a 12-year-old single cask really brings it to life that, wow, you are producing great spirits and have done for a long time. Not much has changed in production. It's just simply in a beautiful package, and may even get a little refreshment next year as well.
All right, very, very good. So you're mentioning next year. Anything else we can look forward to in the future?
Well, the US. Yep. The US is coming on in leaps and bounds this year. Yep. New distribution through the Solly group, and absolutely fantastic positioning over there. And we've got a great director over there based in Texas, Forbes. So look out, US. We're watching. Yeah. You are going to be our big news story next year. In terms of the range, as I say, there's going to be a little bit of a tweak now that we're 3 or 4 years in to seeing what's happening and what's going on. But largely, we've got a high volume of aged malts and just like when you're learning to walk, you've got to crawl before you walk, before you run, before that. And we're there. We're adolescent.
Right.
We're a 4-year-old single malt company with a lot of stock behind us. So nothing in particular next year. Oh, excuse me, I forgot to mention the golf.
Yes.
Look at us in front of the golf, wearing a golf shirt.
Yes.
The
Okay.
open, spirit of the open. So for the first year this year, we launched as the sponsor of the Open. We are the spirit of the Open, which is fantastic because I love golf.
Yep.
Do you love golf?
Not to watch it.
Not yet. No, playing it.
No,
Yeah,
not yet.
I'm not one to sit there and watch it, but look, it's a game that is absolutely entwined in Scotland, and statistically speaking, 75% of golfers drink whiskey, 75 of whiskey drinkers play golf, and apparently they're not the same group of people. So I don't know. Statistically, I'm dumbfounded as to how that goes on. But we are the spirit of the Open. Carnoustie, next year Northern Ireland, Royal Portrush. Then we're down in England, and then we're back to St Andrews for the 150th in a few years' time. It's an association hopefully putting the best of Scotland together with the golf as the main sport and the whiskey. It doesn't change anything that we do with the whiskey, it just gives us great visibility.
Exactly.
So personally, I thought it was a good deal, and when I actually saw what we did at the Open and how many people we engaged with, liquid to lips, it was just absolutely fantastic. To walk around the course and see Loch Lomond buggies with people tasting, it was a fantastic atmosphere. I know you don't like watching, but next year, Jason,
I might have to.
Northern Ireland this time.
All right, very, very good. WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, together with
Donald MacLellan
from
you. Slanjava. Best wishes, my friends. See you soon.
All right, thank you.
Thanks a million, Jason.
Thank you.
See you soon.